Gauteng Sport and Recreation. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Thanks for the opportunity, Simon.
Right, so a football tournament to combat racism and xenophobia. Why a football tournament?
Well, as you would know, in Gauteng we've got quite a huge melting pot of huge diverse groups of people. And in the last 2 years we had quite a lot of challenges within our communities around xenophobic violence, but more recently around racism. And the Premier gave us a task to use sport as a driver, which many people will rally around. And we used football and rugby. And this period of the year, we're going to have the Premier Social Cohesion football games.
And it's the second edition of this tournament. What lessons have you learned from the first one that you're hoping to implement again and also to expand upon?
Well, as our previous president said, sport has the power to change the world. We think that sport can contribute, and in this instance, football. So we've used the enormous talent and aspirations of our ex-footballers and legends in this province and across the country to come and join us in helping us to fight this scourge of xenophobic violence as well as racism. And the medium of sport has really contributed in the last year. Obviously, it won't change it automatically, but it's contributing to some of those challenges we experience in our community.
I suppose it's small steps, but is there an interest from all the different communities within Gauteng to be a part of this?
Well, this is the second edition, and already there's enormous muster in our community. The first edition will be on Saturday, which will be playing out in 11 centers across the province and in all 5 regions, and we'll be having almost 112 teams that will contribute to about 224 games just on Saturday during and across the province.
The victims of xenophobia, are they participating in the tournament from those communities? And are games going to be played in neighborhoods where there has been flare-ups in that sort of violence and also racist incidents?
Absolutely. So we chose the theme Unity and Diversity, and we've chosen the areas across the 11 centers in the province, in the 5 corridors of the north, the south, the east and the west of the province very carefully. And those are the areas where we sort of have these activities. And we've also joined forces with our brothers and sisters from across Africa, together with our own legends here in South Africa, into this tournament, together with the communities. And we partnered with SAFA, the HIP Alliance, and a whole range of NGOs and CBOs in our communities. So it's a very active citizenry program that we're involved in.
Absolutely. Yes, it sounds like it's going to be a fun day out for most. But after the day, after everybody's had a good time, what are the steps to take it further? Well,
this is a tournament that has a couple of legs. So on Saturday, we have the first round across those various parts in the province. On Sunday, the 8th, we have the quarterfinals out in Westbury at the open grounds. We are asking people to come and join us there. And then it culminates into a final on the 16th rather not the 16th, but the 12th of April at the Randfontein Ace in Selengwe Stadium. We're inviting people to come and join us. We've got the last round of the quarterfinals, semifinals and finals. We also have some ladies teams, and then we'll have the final of this overall tournament, and then we'll have the Premier's exhibition game.
And then after that, after all that is said and done, what do we do?
We move into rugby. And then we've also decided to use rugby as a vehicle to get into our communities, and we'll continue that as a year-long program in using sport and using our ex-players across the various codes of sport to contribute to some of these social cohesion and nation-building efforts.
Well, it certainly sounds like Gauteng's taking to the fore in this respect. Have you spoken with any other provinces? Has there been cross-dialogue?
Well, Simon, as you know, when we sneeze in Gauteng, the rest of the country catches cold. So I'm sure it will cotton on, but it's a very important nation-building program, and clearly it can contribute to some of those efforts that we're all trying to strive for to get one nation and to live in harmony with each other.
Absolutely. And how can people get involved in the Premier's social cohesion games?
Well, they all, we have websites and we'll be able to send that out to people, but also we are right inside people's communities and they can log on and they can meet with us. Also today, the Premier has dedicated these games to Mama Winnie, and we are in a period of mourning, but he has dedicated these games to her because she was the mother of the nation and we're all in mourning with her.
Absolutely. So it's great to have everybody coming together for this. Ivor Hoff, thank you very much. From Sport and Rec for Gauteng.
Thank you very much.